SportsCenter, Scott Van Pelt, Tim Legler alongside. And you're a shooter. That's how you made your living. As you watch this guy, he talks about being confident. You kind of crinkle up your eyebrows. But what are you seeing as that part of his game evolves?
He made me laugh because he said, I was just as confident last year. It just didn't go in that often, which means you weren't as confident. If it's not going in, I'm sorry, but the ball going in breeds confidence. I am seeing a guy that's definitely more comfortable because he's shooting it quicker. There's less hesitation. It's not hitchy. He's not sizing it up for too long. He's shooting these with comfortability that he needs to have if this team wants to break through.
But as I watch Montrezl Harrell play him, he's doing what's right. Like, you've got to step back because if I step up to you, you take one dribble and you're at the rim.
No doubt.
But if he can hit that, then I don't know what you do.
And you know what? Look, if he can make a couple of those, it's great.
Right.
And he's going to get a lot of clean looks from the three because of what you just said. And if you close that space, one stride, he's inside the restricted area, okay? I'm more concerned about a shot he made earlier in the game. There's a pull-up 18-footer.
Okay.
That's the one that settles games. I mean, just ask Kawhi Leonard. Mid-range, he owned it. If Giannis can make a pull-up shot with a guy draped on him at an important time, that team has a chance to break through.
Love to ask Kawhi, but he was unavailable tonight. And look, this is a gigantic topic that requires probably more like a radio topic, as I always get. Like, this is a segment with me and Russillo.
I've devoted a lot of time on radio to this
I bet you have. But look, you want to say it worked last year? Okay, they won a title. If Durant doesn't get hurt, does it work? And he was also injured leading up to the playoffs. And I respect the guy understanding his body, and the Clippers say he's hurt. But this is from a league-wide standpoint. And you made the point to me about, like, say, Monday night, where you look around the league and what's on the bench not playing. And tonight with Kawhi, twice in 8 games. What's the league do here?
It's a problem right now because it's just bad for the product. You take these guys off the court, it's not the same product. You know, a lot of other sports, to me, I think this overshadows all of them in terms of taking star players off of the field. Right? It just does, because there's 5 of them, and they're the faces of the league. When you take them off, you're not watching the same thing. Right now, there's so many components to this. There's the players' thought process, the coaching staff, the, I guess, load management technicians, whoever those guys are on each staff. Then you have the fans, you have the networks. There's 5 different entities here, and they're not really in sync with each other. And so certain people are suffering. And for me, more than anything, it's the fans and it's just the product in general that you're going to sit down, grab that remote. What am I about to see? I don't know. You buy tickets to a game. 2 weeks from now, who's out there? I don't know. Maybe until that day. That component is now in the mix, and it never was before.
That's the issue, the fan. And look, no one's going to weep for us, and you shouldn't. But, I mean, hey, the TV partners are going to say this is a couple of times in a row that you're supposed to have him in this spot, and you don't. And that hurts your television partners. People at home don't care. And I get it, but we care about the fan because you're the person that spends your money, and you take your kid to the one chance you're going to get a year if you're an East Coast team to see Kawhi. And if he's resting, like, you've spent who knows how much money, and you don't know until that day that he's not playing, and now you're screwed.
And you bring up a great example if it's the one time that the guy's coming across conference to play in your building. Well, you know, I saw a scenic tonight before the game, a dad walking in with a couple of boys, maybe 8 and 6, both wearing Kawhi Leonard jerseys, and they were Clippers fans. They probably live in L.A., so, but maybe that's the only game they're going to.
Yeah, maybe they don't live in LA.
Maybe that was a birthday present for one of those. You don't know that. And look, that's the part that I will always feel, because you just want to know as a fan, if a guy's healthy, right, you want to know that he's going to be playing. Injuries happen. You get that too. You could buy tickets for a guy from a month from now and he goes down the night before. There's nothing you can do about that. You kind of get buyer beware when it comes to that. But this is a different animal we're dealing with. And it causes a lot of frustration, and I get it, man. It's hard.
Crying about problems isn't the thing. It's finding solutions to problems. But that is a high pay grade situation. Like, I mean, at the very highest levels, I feel like the league's going to have discussions to try to sort this out. Tim, appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.